Hello guys, welcome back to my channel VFX Expert. Guys, this is 8th class of complete course for PFTrack here. So in this today's class, we are going to see how we can export PFTrack camera data to Maya and how to import in Maya, and after this how we can place any 3D model, then scene orientation, all these things we will see in Maya. So let's start the class here. So now here in PFTrack, I have tracked my shot and also I have created some text object in PFTrack. So now you can see, so this is our final shot. So here I have tracked my shot, then I have solved my camera, then I have a little bit oriented our scene. All these things just I have done in PFTrack. So now finally we are ready for exporting these camera data for Maya. So in our previous classes, I have explained everything how we can track and solve camera in PFTrack and also how to create text object in PFTrack. So please watch my all classes, link I have given in description. So here if you want you can see, so this is our original shot. Then after this just I have tracked some point with the help of auto track. Then these 2 or 3 points also just I have tracked with our this user feature. Then I have solved my camera. Then I have oriented our scene. Then finally I have created some 3D geometry here just for testing our scenes here. So now after this just I am going to export these camera data for Maya. Then right click on test objects, then click on export and just select this export node here and just attach it here. Then double click here, then downside first we have to select format. So because here just I am going to export these camera data for Maya, so in format drop down just we have to select this Autodesk Maya 2011 ASCII ASCII, this one. Then in file name just we have to select our folder where you want to save your this MA file. Then simply click it here and just select your folder. So maybe in new VFX folder just I am going to save it here. And if you want you can just change your locations, and there is our file name which is our dog_street. So this file name actually this will automatically take from your footage name. So easily you can see, so this is our footage name, and if you want you can just change it here. So now then finally click on this save. Then downside if you will see all these items just I am going to export for Maya here. So this is our camera, this is actually camera group, then all these trackers or points here, and this is our geometry or you can say our test object. So all these elements just I am going to export it here. Then finally after doing all these things just we have to click on export scene. So this is the most important things here. Then click on this export scene. So export succeeded, then press OK. So till here I have successfully exported our these camera data for Maya. Then before jumping in Maya, if you want you can check your frame rate. So on 25 fps just I have tracked this shot in PFTrack. So like this we have another shot, camera and object tracking shot. So again just open our another project here. So this shot actually again I have explained in our previous classes how I have tracked all these face and camera in PFTrack. So now again this is also ready for export here. Then right click on this image modeling node here, then again click on export, then export and just connect it here. Then again double click here. Then downside if you will see in our this group, so now here actually 2 groups are there. So this is our camera group or camera points here, and this is our object group, this for object here, because in this shot just I have tracked my camera and object both. So here both motion just I have tracked in PFTrack. So this is again ready for export. So again double click here, in file name again just we have to select this Maya 2011 this ASCII format, this was. So actually this is showing some message here. So this is actually due to our this image modeling or this geometry here which we have created with our this image modeling here. Okay, so no problem, leave it as it is. Then again from here just you can select your folder where you want to save, then click it here. So again in same folder, so this is our file name myface_cam object, then save, then again click on finally export scene here, then press OK. So export succeeded. So again this shot also I have tracked on 25 fps. So now finally jump in Maya. So now here in Maya first I am going to import our first one camera tracking data in Maya. So then again click on file and click on open scene and just select your file or MA file which you have generated from PFTrack. Then again in this F drive folders, then in our this new VFX. So this file first just I have generated from PF track. So select this one, then simply press open here. Don't save. So now here if you will see, this is our camera and this is our proxy geometry which we have created in PF track, and these are our points or locator which we have tracked in PF track. And if you will select your camera, so you can see, so this is moving or animated here. Then finally just simply click on this panels, perspective, and this camera view here. So now we are inside our this camera view, so you can see this is looking good here as in PF track. Then after this, first open our outliner here, so Windows, outliner. So this is our main scene group. Inside this, if you will see, this is our camera which is animated. Again, this is our actually camera group, or you can say our points group or locator group. So if you will open, so inside this group you will get all these locators here, so you can see here. And this is our actually proxy object which we have created in PF track. So now just first assign some elements in our the display layer, so easily we can hide and show our all these elements according to our requirement. So just select all these proxy geometry and just click here and just give a name, so proxy, then save it. Then same as, so just select all locators group, again assign in new layer, double click here, maybe locators. Then if you want to change your locator color, then simply from here just you can select according to your requirement. So now you can see. Then just hide your proxy object here. And one more important thing here, suppose if you want to adjust your locator size, then you have to open your this locators group here and just you have to select individuals locator. Remember this one. So hold shift and just select all these locators. Then from here just you can adjust your locator size. So maybe 0.05. Type it here, so you can see. So like this just you can adjust your locator size if there is any requirements here. So now finally just we are ready for importing any 3D object in Maya here. So suppose before importing our any 3D object in Maya, if you want to orient your scene, so suppose if you have not oriented your scene properly in PF track, then you can also orient your scene in PF track. Even you can also adjust your scene scale in Maya. So how we can do all these things here? So first just for orienting our scene, just we have to select one reference locator. So maybe this one. So around this locator just I will orient my scene. So any locator just you can select which is on ground. So maybe this one. So we can match easily these lines. Even you can also select this one. I have selected this one. Then again come here in our this perspective view. So now you can see this is our locator. So according to this locator just I will orient my scene here. So first what we have to do, just select our scene group here, this main group here. Now press W. So maybe just again check this one. So maybe this one. So if you have any confusion, then you can again check in camera view. Not this one, so this one. So again come here in our this perspective view. So according to this locator. So again just select our this scene group. Then after this first we have to snap our this scene group pivot point or anchor point into our this locator or points here. So now press D and V and just snap it here. Then after this we have to take a reference object, maybe cube or plane here. So here just I am going to take a plane. So again just come here in our this camera view. So usually we can just see here. So that take a plane. So this is our actually reference object. So according to this object just we will orient our scene here. Then select this plane, then come here in this polyplane here and just adjust all these actually subdivisions, maybe 2 by 2 sufficient. Then after this just place this plane anchor points or pivot point in any corner here. So here just I am going to place. So again D and V and just place it here. Then finally just we have to select our this scene group and just we have to snap this scene group onto our this plane here. Remember this one. So maybe here just I am going to snap. Now press V and just snap it here. So now you can see. So now here I have placed my this plane in a proper position. Then after this just a little bit scale your plane if there is any requirement. So maybe even you can also press 4. So easily we can see in wireframe mode. So this is actually basic setups here. Now after this just we have to orient our scene. So we have to select our this scene group. Remember this one. This is most important things here. So after selecting your scene group just we have to take a actually rotation tool here. So here I have taken. So just we have to rotate our this scene group, not plane. Remember this one. So this plane actually our reference object. So do not rotate your plane. Just rotate your scene group while you are adjusting your scene orientation. So again you can see, so I have selected this scene group, then you can rotate it. So you can just orient your scene. So maybe again some Y value. Even come here in our this orthographic view and just we can match it here. So like this, just you can orient your scene if there is any requirements. So again remember this one I have selected this scene group, entire scene group. Even you can click and type. So now here you can see this is matching here, this is also matching here. So like this, just you can orient your scene. And suppose if you want to adjust your scene scale, then again you can select this scene group, then uniformly just we have to adjust this scale value, maybe 5, 10. So according to your requirement you can type and you can adjust your scene scales also here. So now till here just I have oriented our scene properly. So now again just play and check here. So this is looking good here. Even press 5 here. Even if you want, you can just scale your plane, this G value. So now you can see, so this is just scaling in this perspective, and this is looking good here. So this is looking good here. So like this, just you can orient your scene. Now finally we are ready for importing any 3D model or objects in Maya here. And just adjust this scale plane. You can scale your plane but do not rotate. Remember this one, because this is actually your reference plane. So again till here, first save as our scene, then click on file, save scene as, and just maybe give any name, then save it here. So now this is looking good here. And suppose if you want to test your scene, then take a cube, maybe this one, and press W, D and V, just snap anchor points here, then V, and just snap on this ground here. Now just play and check, hide, select this our reference plane and just in our this. So there is actually reference plane here, and just assign it here and hide this one. So now just play and check. Now if you will see, this cube is just placed on our this ground here, and this is looking good here. Then after this we are going to import any 3D model here. Then again select this one, again assign in a new layer, then again click on file, then click on import, and just select your 3D model, car model here. So I have selected this one, then click on import. So here I have imported. Then again come here in our this outliner and just select all these actually models elements here, and just create a group here. So this is our actually entire car here. Then Control G and just give a name, maybe car underscore model. Then rotate scale according to your requirement. Then from here just rotate it maybe -90. Then Y value 180. Maybe this is actually front. So yes, so this is front. So just you can check, and maybe suppose if you want to scale, so just select your car model and just maybe scale. Now just play and check here this one also, and just place this in a proper position here. So remember this one. So maybe this one actually our reference point here, because just parallel to this point just I'm going to place our car. So again I have selected this car. Now press V and just snap it here, and after this you can move it here. Then come here in our this perspective view, and just we have to enable our grid, because all models just we have to place on top of our this grid here. Then in orthographic view, so we can see and just place here in our this grid. So this is important things here. Now again come here in this our camera view. So now just play and check. So just test our scenes here, just hide this grid. Even locators also you can hide. Now just play and check here, just only for testing purpose. So let me select this one, up arrow. Now just place it here. So now just finally play and check this output here. So this is looking good here. Even if you want to just create a play blast here for testing our scene, then right click here, play blast options. Then from here just I have selected AVI, then quality full, and also scale value full. Then finally create a play blast. Okay. Now you can play and check. So now if you will see, this is looking good here. So this is our play blast. So easily you can see there is no any slipping all these things here. So this is looking good here. Now just close this one. So till here just I have successfully placed our 3D model in our this scene. So Control S. So then after this you can do lighting, shading, rendering, all these things, and you can finally compose your shot. So now same as just I am going to import our another camera data here, which is our camera plus object data here. Then again click on file, then click on open scene and just select your project. So this one, which is my face underscore camera object here, then again click on open, don't save. So now here I have imported over this one, then again click on panels and just you can come here in our this camera view and just select this proxy object which we have created in PFTrack and just delete this one. So now this is looking good here. So now here in this project, if you will open your outliner, so here you will get this is our main scene group here or PF underscore data here. So inside this is our camera and this is our camera group and second group which is our object group, this one. So because in this shot just I have tracked my camera plus object, so both motion just I have tracked, that's why we are getting two groups here. This is for object motion and this is for camera motions here. So remember this one, okay? So this is looking good here. So one more important things here. So suppose here if you have any confusion how I have tracked my this camera and objects, so please watch my all previous videos. Link I have given in description. So now just after this just I am going to import any face model and just I want to place on top of this face here. So again same as before, just click on file and just import any 3D model here, import and just select your, so maybe this face mask model just I have, so I have selected this one, then again click on import, so you can see, then again come here in our this perspective view, so you can see. So this is our actually face mask face which we want to place on top of our this face here. So again come here in this camera view, then again press W. So this face just I want to place on top of my this face which is our actually moving here. So first what we have to do, just we have to set this anchor point or mask anchor point just here, just I have placed this nose here, remember this one. So you can see here. So just snap your this object anchor point on top of this nose here. So here I have already snapped this one. Then after this come here again in camera view. So now just we have to snap this mask model on top of this face point here. Remember this one, because just we have to place this face mask on top of our this face here. Then again press V and just snap it here. So just we have to scale it. So just scale it here and just we have to match it here. So just in a proper place where easily we can place. So maybe here easily we can place. Then again press W and just V and just snap it here on this nose points here. Remember this one here, just I am going to snap it. Now press V and just snap it here. Then scale it and just try to match it. Maybe rotation, scale, all these things here. So maybe just only for testing purpose here. Then after this, suppose if you will move your display head, so this is actually not following here. So you can see here. So what we have to do, again just place your playhead where you have matched your this model here. Then what we have to do, just we have to place this face model into our this object group, then only this will follow our object motion. So just select this one, hold middle mouse button and just place into our this object group here. So now here I have placed, now just open this object group. So you can see I have placed this mask face model into our this object group. Now just play and check here. So now if you will play, so this is actually matching here. So now you can see this is following our face motion here and this is looking good here. And suppose if you want to place any model or object into our camera group, then easily you can create it just only for testing purpose. So just I have created this one. then press W and just place it here, maybe D and V, snap it here. So because just this object just I want to place in our camera group, or just I want to follow with our camera, so just simply we can snap into our any this camera group here. So anywhere just you can snap it. So now press W, then V and just simply snap it here. So because these all locators just our camera group locators here. Now just play and check. So this object is just matching with our camera motion, so you can see, and this is looking good here. And this face mask or this model just matching with our object motion here or face motions here. Then after this, remaining scale, rotation, all these things just you can adjust according to your requirements. So now this is looking good here. Even you can place any face or any model, maybe skeleton, all these things. So this is looking good here. So most important things here for your object motion here, just you have to first place your 3D model onto our this face. Then after this we have to place that model into our this object group here. So this is most important things here. Then after this, if you want, you can do lighting, shading, then final rendering, and just you can compose your shot. So now this is looking good here. So till here I've successfully completed our this class, how we can import our PFTrack tracking data into Maya. So if you like this video, please watch, share, comment and subscribe my channel if you are still not subscribed my channel. So thanks for watching.